and welcome to another video. I realized that I still had some clips from my time in Spain. So I went to stay in a place called Oliver, Spain, and it was beautiful. I took my art supplies and I made sure that I sketched every day that I was there. So I just thought I would put together some clips of all of the things that I have seen, little cool bugs and insects and things that I thought were quite interesting. And maybe it might inspire you to get your art supplies out and paint and draw, things like that. So here we go. So this day was really cute. So we were by the pool, my son and husband were in the pool, and me and my daughter sat and we drew and just watched them. So this was me drawing them, hanging out in the pool. I mainly used pencil for this one, which was a bit different. Sometimes that just happens. Sometimes I don't reach for paint straight away and I just go in for pencil. Um, but there was all of these little birds hanging around and they were so cute. I did go in with the paint, and then I felt like I had maybe ruined it and it really threw me off. I think I was just maybe having a bad day art wise, where I just didn't have the confidence that I could fix it. So then I moved on and I decided to draw from some photos that I had taken. I decided to do a little experiment to draw out in pencil the picture and maybe just like stick with pencil for that one, and then underneath to draw it again and add paint. I just thought it would be a little experiment to see whether the artwork actually changed, and I enjoyed it. So here I am just sketching. Yeah, I really enjoyed this sketch. I thought about this one would be a really nice transfer to a canvas, painting in acrylic, if I could keep in this looseness and maybe just adding the detail maybe in the trees, the same as how I'd sketched it there. I like this top portion, so I might draw that again and then add colour to it. I don't really like having the gate there, the balcony. I think maybe because it's straight as well, but I really like this top part. So I'm gonna try and do that again underneath. I think because I'd tried to draw this scene and I wanted this bottom one to have all the colour and all the detail, I think I maybe misjudged my capabilities, particularly since the art that I was making, it was so sporadic, I couldn't really get into a flow. Um, and I think I was just trying. And trying is better than nothing. I realized that I also forgot to film the rest, so here it is in all of its glory. This is what it looks like. It's not terrible. However, I think I gave up on the building, and I think it's quite clear that I did. And I'm a bit reluctant to go back in and to fix it, but I might if it bugs me enough. So I have decided I'm going to leave it for now, and that's the way that it should stay. There were so many pretty things to see, so many great memories made, and I think that from the whole time there, in terms of art, this one that you can see now is my absolute favourite. I painted it while the sun was rising, before everyone was awake, and then my husband came up and joined me, and it was so lovely, just painting and just talking, enjoying the light changing, taking in the view. It was such a gorgeous time, and I can't wait for whatever adventure we have next. Uh, yeah, there is a video all about this painting where I show you me opening the sketchbook and I take you on this little journey of me painting it. I love this one because it captures the looseness, but also a little bit of like a stylized look. And I think that this one was really me out of my comfort zone, but slowly sinking back in. It was a great warm up for the holiday. I think that some of the other artwork that I made as well, that I didn't film, is also the same, captures the same sort of vibe. It was really interesting as well to notice the amount of colours that are different to what I would normally use at home. Plein air painting is different, so you have to be able to make those colours and things like that quite quickly to be able to make those notes in your sketchbook. And that was a little bit difficult. Luckily, there was a lot of green, and I don't know if you've noticed, but in the sketches that I did, the green was maybe the first parts that would go in, so like the hills or the tops of the palm trees, but then the rest would be sort of kept blank. And I did struggle a tiny bit, but I think I got the hang of it throughout. There are some more sketches in my sketchbook. I will show you them, and you'll be able to notice that wherever there's a gap of colour, like there's no colour, it's either I've made that decision because I couldn't make that colour, or I lost interest or ran out of time, I suppose. Um, some of these sketches aren't great, but some of them I love, and I can take parts of each of them to inspire my next acrylic painting. I think that the next one should be about my trip to Spain before we go away on another holiday. Um, so this one here is a very good example of ones that have just been left blank if I ran out of time. It took longer than I thought to draw these slides, absolutely, but I also didn't have a lot of the colours that I felt I needed. But yeah, this one as well, quite nice. I've just shown a clip where that is from. You might need to go back and have a little look. And then this is the last one in my sketchbook, and it's maybe my favourite one. Just the bright yellow colours, just really happy. But yeah, I just thought I would put some more clips in for you to enjoy as well. I saw so many things. I really enjoyed going to the Spanish supermarket and seeing just how big their fruits and vegetables are. The colours of them are so vibrant, and you just don't get that back home where I live. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you feel like going and watching my other Spanish art videos, and I will see you in the next one, whatever that may be. Bye!